Hey guys, welcome back to another video. On this video, do not be afraid to be a runaway slave. You're not doing yourself any justice. You're not doing your mind any service. You're not helping yourself out by staying on the plantation. You're not doing yourself anything positive. See, and when you work in these toxic environments and deal with toxic people, you are harming yourself by staying. You have to run away. When you leave, or when you abandon a situation, when you go ghost, and people ask you, what are you running from? You know what your answer should be? I'm probably running from you. Or people like you. You know, people think there's something wrong with running away. Sometimes, guys, that's the only option. Is to run away. You know, teenagers run away all the time. And sometimes it's not in their best interest. But they're running from pain. They're running from trauma. They're running from the lack of love. They're running from stress. Not all of them. But a lot of teenagers, when they run away, they are running from something. Rarely will you ever find a young person or teenager that runs away from a caring and a loving home. Rarely will you find that. So why are you staying in an abusive environment, a toxic environment? Even if it's your job, you need to find a way out. You need to find a way to escape a toxic environment. Find a way. It is your responsibility to find your personal underground railroad. You need to become an abolitionist in your life to abolish the pain and suffering that you're going through. But people put up with it, they deal with it. And when they put up with it and when they deal with it, they just making themselves sick. You getting cancer. You got mental issues, depression, a host of diseases. There's so many diseases out there nowadays that we can't even count them. We can't even keep up with them. Hold on, guys. Here we go, guys. They say there are 7,000 identified rare and neglected diseases for which we know the molecular cause. Only about 500 have approved treatments out of 7,000 diseases. And they say it's up to 10,000 diseases. So guys, there are thousands and thousands of diseases that people are going through because of the environment. Your environment is toxic. And when you live in a toxic environment, or when you work in a toxic environment, you eat toxic food. Because your brain cells are not firing right with enough information to eat a well-balanced diet, because the information that you're getting is false. It is false. So you got to realize, like, the government is not on your side. You have to do your own research. You have to map your own escape plan to escape the matrix, escape the plantation. You can't be afraid. But most of you are. You're afraid. You're afraid of poverty, which is legitimate. You're afraid of homelessness, which is legitimate. But you're not afraid to get sick and die. You're not afraid to be stressed out. You're not afraid to be diabetic. You're not afraid to be depressed. You're not afraid to take all these pharmaceutical drugs. You're not afraid of all the things that could take you out. But you are afraid of the things that will make you uncomfortable. See, you are no good to your family if you are well-fed, comfortable, and mentally unstable, and you're about to have a breakdown because your hair is falling out. You got arthritis. You got a bad back. If you hurt yourself in one of these jobs, they don't care about you. They do not care about you. You have to care more about yourself and have an exit plan, start an exit plan. And like I said before, guys, the main thing that you need to do is buy the most reliable car, SUV, a truck that you can afford. The most reliable one, not the cheapest one. The most reliable one that you can afford. Get an extended warranty. And prepare your exit plan from the matrix. That's if you're single. If you have kids, you gotta create a different plan. That's just it. That's why you can't do anything for yourself. Because you have all these obligations and everything is tied to your job. So guys, create an exit plan so you can escape the plantation, so you can escape the matrix, so you'll stop getting these migraine headaches every time it's time to go back to work. So you'll stop feeling sick in your stomach when it's time to go to work. So you stop having to be mentally abused and bullied when it's time to go to work. You may have to move to another state, another city. Do not plant your seed in an environment that is toxic. Do not take root in a city that is toxic. It is crazy. I don't see how people do it. You do not have to stay in New York City. You do not have to stay in LA. You do not have to stay in Atlanta. You do not have to stay in Memphis. You do not have to stay in St. Louis. You do not have to stay in Baltimore. You do not have to stay in Miami. If it's making you sick, don't stay. Do not stay. If it's toxic, if you're not growing, leave that job. Leave that environment. Do you know that 80% of the United States is not really populated at all? Like 80%. Like 20% of America, and maybe a little higher than that, maybe 30% of America stay in densely populated cities. Like the Midwest, all these states in the middle of the country, the land is vacant. No one stays there. The majority of Arizona is barren. The majority of Wyoming, Colorado, Montana, Oklahoma, Georgia, New Mexico, Nevada. A lot of these places, the population density is very, very low. So guys, you got to get out your comfort zone and get in survival mode. Do it. And once you adapt to survival mode, it won't be survival mode anymore. But as long as you're going to work and you're being harassed and bullied and intimidated, you are already in survival mode. You stay in survival mode, stressed out. So guys, so that's it for that video, guys. I just wanted to drop that quick one real quick, a quick video telling you that there are options in life. You do not have to pick the first man or the first woman or the first job and stay there. You don't have to stay in the city that you was born. So until next time, guys, keep your life clean, keep your car clean, keep your body clean, keep your mind clean, keep your diet clean, guys. Drink plenty of spring water to flush out the toxin, the chemicals and the poison that's in the food supply. You guys, you are being poisoned. You've been micro-poisoned every day. And since you're operating in your lower self, you're unconsciously also poisoning your children and your pets. So until next time, guys, download and deploy your anti-malware software, debug and unplug from the matrix. Until next time, guys, I'm Contraband 777. I'm signing off. Now go and conquer yourself. Peace.